Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Reviews. We're taking a look at another Hot Toys piece. This is a 1/6 scale Iron Man armor from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this is the Mark XLV or Mark 45. It is actually the exact same height as the Mark 46 on your left there. Alright, so in that pose, he is about, I'd say, 12 1/4 inches tall or so. So I think when stood straight up, he's more towards 12 1/2. That's what the Mark 46 was, but you can see the two, and I'm not going to lie. I'm a very staunch Mark 46 fan. It's my favorite armor, etc., etc. Just can't talk me out of it, blah, blah, blah. Got the 45 in hand. People have told me it's really underrated, gotta get it. They really offset each other, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much, I want it to, and I can show you guys. I'm going to have it displayed, and I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of off topic here. But basically, I'm going to have the unmasked Tony Stark in front. And then my plan was to have the 45 in back so I could have, you know, a fully armored armor man doing some pew 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 type shit, maybe connect to the stand, flying, etc., etc. But man, I'm still going to display him that way. I look at the 45 armor and it's tough, man. It's making me rethink some life decisions here because, like I said, I am a very very hardcore Mark 46 guy. But this toy of the 45, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. I don't know if it's just looking at the details in person or up close and things like that versus everything going on with Age of Ultron where Captain America Civil War was a little bit more focused in the fight scenes and things like that on the specific characters. But I gotta say, it's a tough call to say which armor I necessarily like better between the two. As much as I thought I liked the mask or the helmet on the 46 better, seeing these two together, I actually like the shape of the 45 better. Like, I'm not going to say by a mile, but it's pretty firm. So, yeah, but anyway, this is a Mark 45. 46 over here. Get this out of the way. And Captain Satan. There he is. That's the comparison. He can go back to wherever evil people go. Alright, now putting this guy up on the turn side. Getting the accessories a little bit closer. And actually start reviewing this thing. Alright, so of course he comes with a stand. Now the base of the stand here, it has this defeated, destroyed Ultron. Pretty cool stuff. The shoulder rotates, pegs off, head rotates, pegs off as well, so you definitely have your display options and stuff like that. It also comes with straight pole. This is just a big metal pole, and this piece here, now it goes per the instructions onto the metal pole. I haven't seen a lot of or any real pictures of the 45 using this flight stand, so I don't exactly know how or where that goes. It looks like something that sits, like, you know, in that taint under his butt area, but I'm not gonna try that, have that thing fall down. It's pretty heavy. And if I didn't mention it, it is a die-cast figure, so good stuff, quality all around. Now, you use these blast hands, blast effects for the feet, battle damage chest, 2 articulated hands, repulsor blaster hands, as well as these 2, they say they're laser beams, but they look kind of like sabers or whatever. Reminds me of the Bleeding Edge armor from the comics. And we've already measured them, again, about 12.5 inches tall, but let's give you guys a roundabout. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece. Absolutely lovely. Now, looking at the articulation here, head has a piece here on the ball joint that actually slides back and forth to give it a lot more up and downward tilt. 360 on that ball joint. No rotation in this piece, the neck itself, so it's all right there on that ball joint and that slider. That's probably why that slider's there, because this piece doesn't go up and down really. Alright, shoulders. Shoulder armor can come up. Shoulders actually can come out. They extend out to give his butterfly more room. 360. 360. Now, at surface, it doesn't look like it goes past this 90-ish degrees, but it actually does. These clip down and boom, a lot more. The instruction said it's 120 degrees. Never seen instruction tell you the exact measurements for articulation, but I think that's really cool. So, wrist rotate, they're just on that ball jointed peg for the lights. Alright. Waist, that's the standard, but then it, just like the 46, has 2 levels of additional articulation. Give it quite a bit more. This piece moves here to get out of the way. Okay. And then some additional rotation as well. Okay, put that back down. So hips, this is the default. You can see these 2 pieces, this and this, move out of the way on their own, and you can move them up. So that's the default, right? But you can also extend the hips. This is a little bit more archaic, but you press that button and the whole hip area comes down. Alright, so there's that. And then much more front and back swing. Knees double jointed, no extension or gimmicks right there. Rotation, has rotation, definitely not 360. Alright. Ankle tilt, good amount of inward, not much outward. This piece kind of moves on its own. These piece right there, from the foot moves up as well. And what's pretty cool about this figure is that one person actually described this as underrated. A couple of people did actually. And I would agree. I think with the Mark 46 being such a popular suit, this one's definitely great looking. But then in terms of that articulation and stuff like that, it pretty much does everything the 46 does as well. You just go about it in different ways, like having to extend the elbow socket or whatever for that extended articulation, or pulling the hips down in a different way rather than just literally pulling the hips down side by side, you know? But it's a good looking, really articulated piece. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the gimmicks. We'll start with the lights. This one doesn't have as many lights or compartments as the 46, thank God, because that one was a total of like 25 lights or something. So it's got lights in the eyes. Now everybody's different, but for the chest light, this back part here, I have to use a spudger. I have fingernails, but I don't even know, like that's really thin. Alright, there's that switch. And while we're back here, he does have the air brakes in the back as well. And the last set of lights are the hand lights. And unfortunately this one doesn't have like lights on the side of the arms and things like that. No lights in the legs. And what's weird is that until I got used to those forearm parts, and definitely use a spudger to take those off. That's how a lot of people break tabs and the like. These were a lot harder to put back on than they were to take off. Okay, so there's that. And let's turn off some lights so you guys can see how bright they are. Pretty good stuff. And there is one more gimmick I want to show you guys. Now, I haven't exactly mastered how to get this up evenly, but there's a tab in the back here that pulls up. Let me see if a spudger actually helps. Yep, of course it does, because spudgers do everything. It reveals these, and then these pieces that I was showing you they bag in. So those are the gimmicks. Alright, and first one here is just not necessarily blasting the camera, even though he kinda is, but got the flight pose using the effects for the feet. We've got the light actually shining through the hand, and I will say that the fact that you can see the light on the blast hand of his, that's impressive, because a lot of these Iron Man toys you cannot. For whatever reason, the piping just doesn't work. This is the best I've seen on an Iron Man figure to date. And just trying something a little bit different here with the crossblade pose. I know they're supposed to be laser beams, but they look so much like beam sabers that that's what they are for me. They're fucking beam sabers. They're beam sabers. Iron Man Mark 45 has beam sabers. You heard it here first. Alright, and closing this out, we've got a repulsor blast pose using the battle damaged chest, just finishing off the rest of these accessories and things like that, so you guys can officially say you've seen them all here at Kuma Style on this review, which you will like, share, and subscribe if you already haven't. Press that bell by the subscribe button too, so you can get notifications when we do new videos and stuff like that. And as always, please check out the full breakdown article and gallery on kumastyle.com. Link will be in the description. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.